Hey, howdy, folks. I guess I'm talking to myself right now. Nobody else is out there, but that's okay. Um, you know, it was short notice. I was bored. Figured I'd get some more painting done, and you know, get you if anybody is out there, wanting to give a listen. Well, hopefully you hear me. If not, that's okay. So it's been a long week this week, but I think things are turning out good. It's Easter week, so for a lot of people, it's a short week with having Good Friday coming up this Friday, and then Easter on Sunday. Today is Palm Sunday for those who are keeping score at home. So yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be working all week this week, but that's okay. We do what we do what we do, right? We do what we do. So I hope y'all had a good weekend or a good weekend. I know I did. Got a lot of stuff done. Could have gotten more done, but it's the lazy kicked in pretty early and just didn't want to do things. So was supposed to have a game with my brother, but he got the Kovacs. He got the Kovacs, as he calls it, and just it wiped him out. Just knocked him on the knocked him in the dirt, as they say, and it happens. So we're planning to have the game later next month. He said he was going to postpone until next week. I don't think he was at his full facilities when he made that comment, because next week, of course, as I stated, is Easter. So probably not going to see that happen next week, and that's okay. That's okay. So, pardon my wife's phone there. I'm not only am I working on touch up on this destroyer escort, but I'm working on her phone, getting it back up and running. For those that don't know, I am a Apple certified Mac technician and an Apple certified iOS technician, so I know how to fix things, and I know how to fix things well. I've actually been an Apple certified Mac technician since 1998. So for those of you keeping track at home, that was what, 98, 23 years ago? Yeah, I'm old, and that's okay. That's what I'd really like to be doing. Again, is working on the computers, but I'm not. But that's okay. Because what I'm doing now is working for a lumber company in my home county, and I'm enjoying it. It's crazy though with the amount of what wood prices is going for right now. OSB, chipboard plywood, a year ago at this point in time was like $10 for 3/4 inch thick, and I just repriced it at our company to be $37. So really expensive right now, and I keep getting asked by customers, when's price of lumber going to go down? And I tell them, when y'all stop building stuff, because they are building like maniacs around these parts. It's crazy. It's just absolutely nuts. So, If y'all notice, I've got better light now, and it looks like things are showing up better. I'm kind of show off here. Yeah, there we go. Here, let's see if we can get a little bit even better light. There we go. Ooh, come on. Now I've got too much light. Come on. It's either too much or not enough. What is it? Here we go. So, come on. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. That's the bee's knees right there, boys. And girls, if there are any females out there. Got K2SO kicking here. Yeah, it's too much light. It's not enough. Okay, I will get this situated. And there's McMurray now. Hello, sir.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I've just been rambling aimlessly for the last 6.5 minutes. I'm adjusting my light behind my camera to get it so you can see what's going on my. I think that works out really well.
Yeah, buddy.
Enough light to be able to focus in on it.
What the little smokies is that thing?
That's K2SO. He's the robot that is, or the droid in Star Wars Rogue One that is voiced by Alan Tudyk, also known as the voice of Hey Hey from Moana, and Hoban Washburn from Serenity.
Okay, there you go.
And Firefly.
Yeah.
So I'm just touching up this destroyer escort.
There you go.
Almost done with it.
It's always a good feeling.
Yep. So got that going. What are you working on?
Getting these Caesarian Romans on bases.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Most of these are the old War Games Factory Caesar's Legion kit, which isn't the best. The detail's really shallow, but whatever. Such is life.
Yeah, well.
I've got some, I don't know where the hell I should have a bunch of Warlords Caesarian Romans, but I did find a few of these sprues, which are Warlords. Oh, this one's open. Which are Warlords Roman auxiliaries, Imperial Roman auxiliaries, but they work fairly well for Caesarian Romans if only more of them had swords and less of them had spears. But with the spears, that's fine. They still work great for Caesarian auxiliaries or Caesarian allied legions. So
right,
that works well. They've got you can see the little legionary neck scarf thing on here. So that's a cool little detail. I didn't realize these were 2009 Warlord Games 2009. Look at that.
Wow, that's some time right there.
Yeah, some of the original Warlord stuff. They're individually wrapped in these little slide-on plastic bags. That's kind of cool. From back in the day.
Yeah. So did you have a good weekend? Anything crazy going on?
No, not in particular. Pretty relaxed, actually, which is kind of nice. Off work, which is always a nice thing. And,
yeah,
just doing hobby stuff. I finally kind of gathered up most of my epic Imperial Guard stuff, which we'll do a quick flyby of here. It's an obnoxious amount of stuff.
Oh, good Lord, man.
Well, it's the Imperial
Now, have you been 3D printing that?
Yes, this is all 3D printed.
Nice.
All 3D printed by yours truly. So
Very cool. I dig it.
yeah, it's good stuff and
Well,
dirt cheap.
I recently printed out this little guy. Um, he
Oh, there you go.
is from FAS's Star Trek game from the late '80s.
Cool.
It's a little frigate or a little destroyer for the obviously the Federation. You can tell by the the saucer section. This is actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is 1/6000th scale.
There you go. I used to have some World War II stuff in that scale.
Yeah, and so the ship is called the Remora. That's the class, the Remora, and I've always thought it just a nifty looking little ship. Give you an idea to scale. This is a D7, an original series D7 Klingon. So
Beats me, man. I'm not a Star Trek guy per se, unfortunately.
yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
no, that's okay. So, and unfortunately, when I was trimming off the supports, you can see here. Here's a full engine. Here's a full engine.
Oh yeah.
This side broke.
A little bit of battle damage, all good.
Yeah, and then I also had printed out a Klingon or a Romulan ship, and it looks pretty good there, but snapped that sucker's wing straight off.
That's all right.
But whatever. But whatever. So we've got exactly 0 viewers, so it's just us right now, and that's okay.
What a bunch of losers.
Nah. I did post the link like only 5 minutes before we went live, so like I said in the post, on Jay's July Jamboree group and our group on Facebook. It's short notice. I'm sorry. I was bored.
That's fair.
Donna's been working on her schoolwork, so I don't want to necessarily be bothering her. So
yeah.
Anyway, but we had a pretty good conversation last night with the Mythic America folks, Paul Walker from Warlord and Nelson Martinez from Mythico Studios. That's looking like that's going to be. I've as y'all know, I've played a game with Matt the other day. It did. We recorded it, and he did some editing, and he posted it up to the Rocky's War Room TV channel, so you can see the game. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to when it actually hits the market. It has hit the market, but can't wait until it actually we start seeing more of the different factions.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be cool. The Inuit sound like they're going to be pretty neat with dog sleds.
Yeah, acting as chariots.
Yeah.
Should be pretty cool.
Yeah. Because that's just, who would have thought of that? Who would have thought about using chariot rules for dog sleds?
Makes sense.
It does, but you wouldn't think, at least I wouldn't have thought of it. But that's why I'm sitting here being some stooge painting in West Central Illinois and not living the high life of a game creator.
That's all right. Something tells me there's a lot of low points to that as well. So
oh, I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
I
But,
am delighted being a simple minion.
yep. So, anywho. I
I
keep
do not
seeing.
know.
What's that?
Keep seeing what?
Oh, I keep seeing where I've made boo-boos.
Well, quit
And
looking at it.
I keep painting. Well, they're pretty major. They will be noticed. Let's put it that way.
So these are boo-boos, not oopsies.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like entire brush strokes of a different color across. Like,
Oh,
oops.
whatever.
Oh.
Close enough.
Yeah.
It'll live.
It'll do, pig. It'll do.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway.
All right. So we got one, two.
Like I was saying earlier, just before you came on, Jay was supposed to come over, and we were going to host a live play today with some of the guys in our gaming group.
Yeah.
But he got the second shot yesterday,
Oh yeah.
and it was just wiped out, just exhausted. So, and that's okay. It happens. It happens. I need to go
That
find
it
a place to
does.
get my shot because I want to be ready for Jay Wiley's weekend for us.
Yeah, it's fair.
And also J3, which is, comes jumping up pretty quick after that.
Shortly. Yeah, it's July, isn't it?
Yep.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Those would definitely qualify as things to be around for.
Yep. So, are you having to go get, or are you going to go get vaccinated, or have you been vaccinated yet?
I have been, yeah. It kicked the living bejesus out of me. I got the Johnson and Johnson one, so luckily I only had to go one day. But
Yeah.
holy smokes, was I sick for about a
That's
week.
honestly, that's the one I want to get. Just,
I hate needles, man.
Oh,
So
dude, so do I.
being able
Needles
to
are
go
just, ugh.
one day and be pretty much done with it was pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, it kicked Donna's butt pretty good when she got hers. I will still take that over, my 3 weeks of hell that I went through, to be perfectly honest.
It's fair.
So, but, yeah.
I cannot blame you on that one. But no, it was whatever. It's kind of one of those, well, such
It
as life.
happens. It happens.
Exactly. So,
There we go.
all right, there's that.
I'm so close to having this thing done and calling it good.
So I don't know if I'm going to be playing Infamy, or what with these guys, but
Oh, you're going to play Infamy when you get it.
yeah, I know.
Because you're going to get it.
And I know I'm going to love it because Rich Clark doesn't make bad rules.
No, he does not. No, he does not. He is, he and Nick Skinner are quite possibly two of the most talented individuals in the business.
Yep. That's why he got that HMGS Lifetime Achievement Award. Like, congratulations, you're really flipping good at this.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I'll be the first one to admit I haven't played a Two Fat Lardies game that I didn't like. I haven't played all of them by any means.
Yeah. The one I want to get that I want to get and play is Bag the Hun.
Bag the Hun looks really fun. I don't have any miniatures for it. Um, the miniatures are not really something I'm super duper interested in hobbying through, you know?
Yeah.
Um, that being said, it's one of those, well, I know that if I get it, I'm going to play it and I'm going to like it. So is it something that I want to try and get, knowing that it's going to be a bunch of hobbying that I don't necessarily want to do? Kiss Me
Yeah.
Hardy is a game that I really want to play because apparently it's quite simple, and I've got a lot of the ships for it. I've got a lot of. I've got more. Too many ships. Is the number of ships that I have
Is that really
a thing? No,
a thing? No, it is not.
no, it's not. But I have quite a few ships that I can use for that, whether they're 1 to 1200 or whatever else. And so that should be a relatively simple, okay, let's just figure out what play aids or whatever I need and go from there. But
Yeah.
it also, to a certain extent takes, okay, who am I going to play this game with now? Which isn't always the easiest to come up with. So,
Right.
um, the nice thing is I would imagine it probably lends itself pretty well to the Sails of Glory ships, which I know
Right.
a number of people who have them. And honestly, those are not the best ship models. I'll be the first one to admit it. But
No.
what they are is pre-assembled, pre-painted.
Yeah.
They're not the most durable, but they're reasonably durable.
And
Nothing with masts and sails is ever durable.
no.
There's no two ways about that. I have made some masts that are durable, but they did not really look like masts, and the sails wouldn't go on them because all they were chunks of copper wire that I had drilled through the hull and put through the entire way.
Yeah.
So were they ever going to come out? No. Could I really attach sails to them? Also, no. So while it was cool, I just kind of had straight one-piece masts that were, well, these look like dog crap. But since they were full copper wire that I basically epoxied all the way through a cast white metal hull, while it was cool, those are never going to come out. It was also cool. Well, that ship is now completely friggin' unusable also.
Yeah.
Hooray! Look at me. I screwed up.
Yeah, but we learn from our mistakes.
We do, and luckily those were hulls that were very, very cheap and I didn't have to worry about.
There you go. All right. You know what? I'm calling this guy done. I'm going to set him aside. I'm not going to touch him anymore.
And that was that droid?
No, the ship.
Oh, okay.
The destroyer escort that I've been painting on for the last forever.
Not a he, but that's okay also.
What's that?
I said not a he, but that's okay also.
Yeah. It would be if it was a Soviet ship.
Yeah, that's because they're weird.
Yep. So, what I am going to do now is get a hold of some 91% alcohol.
Oh, easy now, not on the stream.
Isopropyl, mind you.
Well, I wouldn't advise drinking that either, whether you're on a stream or not.
Nope.
Alcohol is bad.
And see if I can't get paint removed from this figure because I did not get the look I wanted.
What figure is
with
that?
it? This one right here.
What is that one in particular?
Some Star Wars alien.
Ah, gotcha.
I don't know I don't remember the name off the top of my brain. So here's just random ass question. How does isopropyl alcohol go bad?
It doesn't, I don't think, does it?
Got an expiration date.
Oh, I don't know.
That's weird. Oh well. C'est la vie, right?
Beats me, man. C'est
Okay.
la vie.
Let's see if. Damn it. Well, the good thing about isopropyl alcohol is it dries fast.
That it does. Did you spill it?
Oh, it's one of those it's got
One of those little like friction fit flip top caps, like tick.
Yeah, but it also has a little sport bottle spout. You know, it's not the full sized hole. It's a little hole, and if you squeeze too hard, it.
Yep.
I
know exactly what you mean.
It's one of those situations they've got medication for.
Yeah. Fair.
All right, let's see if I can do this again without completely soaking everything in its way. All righty. And of course, the item I want to use to apply said, oh, there it is. I got one right here. Ha-ha. Q-tip.
Ah, nice.
And it is taking the paint off. Yay!
Pro tip for all you fans out there, you are supposed to pull those out of your ears when you're done with them.
Yes, you are.
Every now and then I have concerns about some of our viewers, so I figure we should just throw that one out there. Don't forget to take it out of your ears, guys. Okay?
So,
looking at
another
you,
pro tip.
Warm up.
What's that? Yeah, we're talking to you, Warm Up.
What's up? Sorry.
Another pro tip. Citadel color contrast paints will be easily removed using isopropyl alcohol. 91%.
That's good to remember.
And she's been painted like this for months.
So that's a full cure on that paint?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. Good to remember.
So, and I'm literally, I mean, see already, you can see her face used to be, bright ass magenta, and it's getting white up in there. So,
turds. NotJay, let me talk to you. Let me get right back to you. Hang tight.
Okay, go ahead. So yeah, 91% isopropyl. If you used contrast, paints, and you don't like the outcome, and you have not clear coated it, it will it'll clean you up pretty damn good here. It'll clean you up real good. I'm going to see if I can use this paintbrush. See if I can. It'll apply it nicely, but I don't think it's going to rub it off. So you do have to use something that you can really dig in on. And be close enough, I think. problem I'm running into with this particular one is that she's got all the spiky hair type items and spikies in the ears and whatnot. So it's catching onto the cotton swab and stringing it out. That's okay. That's okay. But we're getting her cleaned up real nice, and we'll be able to get her repainted the way I want to get her painted, which is not bright freaking magenta or heavy magenta. It's supposed to be more of a light pink, and I want her hair to be a nice orange. Like I said, I don't remember the race of that I have here. I don't remember what her race is, but that's okay. I'll look it up later and go from there with it. My brother here. Okay. Pardon me, folks, while I get something going here. Where'd it go? There I am. Bear with me. All right. No, I don't want that going. There we go. So, still no viewers out there, and that's okay. All righty. All right. Okay. Link has been sent. I think I've got her clean enough for what I want to do. So I'm going to set her aside, let her dry a little. And, well, I got this extra alcohol. I will go ahead and just soak it up in this towel, and this towel will then dry out without a problem. Alrighty. Very good. So I've been priming up this other stormtrooper here. And not sure what's going on with this camera over here. I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. So, all right. my brother Jay should have the link and should be coming on any moment. McMurray will be coming back any minute, I hope, because I'm out here on my own, but, is what it is. Let's see here. Hold on one second. Alrighty, so I'm going to put down some white on these stormtroopers here. There's my brother. Hey, Jay, how you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. Recovering from getting COVID shot numero dos.
Yeah, that's what I had mentioned here earlier. Letting telling people we had a game planned for this afternoon, but turned out that you were a little under the weather, which is quite all right. Now, you had commented that you were thinking of rescheduling for next week. You are aware that next week is Easter, right?
Saturday, isn't?
Yeah, okay. What time are you looking for to do on Saturday?
Oh, I don't know. Joey's got a football game in the morning.
Yeah, and I work.
Home game.
And I work, so there's that. But other than that, it should be fine, right? Right?
Would think.
Darn it. Oh. So you feeling a little better? You get some rest today?
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's good. Glad
Lots
to hear.
of rest.
That's good to hear. So, what are you working on tonight?
Well, I've got these resin bits that I've 3D printed, and then I've undercoated them black. I think I'm going to hit them with a pretty hefty white dry brush, and then go over them again with contrast paints.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I was mentioning.
Yes.
Before you hopped on, that fully cured contrast paint can be removed with 91% or better isopropyl alcohol.
Okay.
This one here. Oh man, come on. There we go.
Washing out.
Yeah, I know. I think I need to put a diffuser on it. Anyway, she was painted and with contrast. I didn't like how she was turning out, so I hit her with some isopropyl and gonna be able to get her back going the way I want her to go with a little IPA. So if you use contrast paint and you don't like how it turned out, IPA will get you done. It'll get you there. So McMurray should be back with us shortly. He had to go do something. He made an expletive and said, "I'll be right back." So hopefully everything's okay, and we don't have to call Matt to go check on him.
Yeah, probably all right.
So, anywho.
Got J3 dates.
Oh, well, okay, good. What are we looking at?
8th through the 11th of July.
Okay. Is 12th on a Monday
Thursday.
this year?
Yeah, 12th is a Monday.
Bleh. Bleh.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Yeah. 4th of July is on a Sunday this year.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I don't get any additional days off.
I'm going to push to close on the 3rd.
Because apparently last time 4th of July was on a Sunday, and the boss said, you know what, let's go ahead and just take Monday off.
Mm-hmm.
At 7:05, he had contractors calling him, why aren't you guys open?
Because we love America, jerks.
Yeah, well, he called in as many people that he could to come in, and opened up and vowed that when 4th of July falls on Sunday, we will never be closed on Monday again. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if I know John's Barbershop in Lee Summit, Missouri, they're going to be closed on Saturday and Monday. Well, they'd be closed on Monday anyway, but they'll be closed on...
Yeah.
Probably be closed on Saturday and probably be closed that Tuesday also.
Well, there you have it. Because, John's Barbershop loves America.
That's right.
So,
darn tootin'.
Anyway, and we're all set for the end of April.
What's the end of April?
The virtual con that we're running.
From con, yeah, I've got the link and whatnot. I need to advertise it. We're those. How many are watching currently?
2.
Okay, for the 2 of you that are currently watching live, you'll be the first to hear that we're running a 6-player game of What a Tanker for a virtual convention called ScrumCon. It's going to be taking place last Sunday. Well, our game's going to be last Sunday in April. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to go ahead and get word out on Twitter for that.
Yeah, I'll post on Facebook and figure out Reddit. Apparently, Reddit is a thing for some gamers.
Pass.
Yeah, Reddit seems to be a big bag of hate and vitriol. But, is what it is. Oh. Okay, so let's set him aside over here for him to... Well, these guys will not be part of the attack on Tantive 4. Because they all seem to be some sort of desert trooper sergeant guys. They got the pads. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. Hey, that's better. Yeah. See, they got the pads.
Mm-hmm.
So, which, didn't see any of that on the Tantive 4.
Speaking of the Tantive 4, we went to
Yes.
Titan Games last night or yesterday.
Yeah.
And they've got a Tantive 4 for X-Wing.
Oh yeah.
It's an impressive model.
100 bones.
I didn't even pick it up.
All right. You just looked at it and said, "Ooh, hey, that's cool."
Yeah.
Cool.
I did. We went to Michael's and they've got a Aurora model kit 1/1000th scale Star Trek ships. And it's a Grissom class exploration vessel.
Yeah.
And Bird of Prey.
Oh, that's cool.
Klingon
okay, yeah. So that's the one that starts up. That's one that starts up in Star Trek 3, right?
Mm.
Commander
This going back to the earlier
Krug's.
discussion about doing Star Trek gaming with 1/1000 scale ships.
Yeah.
Grissom's about 4.5 inches long.
Okay, cool. That's also known as, if I'm not mistaken, that's known as the Oberth class.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it got kablooied by Commander Krug, Christopher Lloyd's character at the beginning of Star Trek 3. The Search for Spock, or better known as the Search for Cash.
What, did they lose him or what?
Well, at the end of, here's a spoiler alert from what, damn near 40 years ago. Spock dies at the end of Star Trek 2. And so, they shoot him onto the Genesis planet, which in turns, brings him back to life, and they go hunting for him.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, if he dies, that makes losing him even more embarrassing.
Right?
Like, not like he's running off or anything.
Well, he did get shot out of a torpedo tube.
Well, there you go. Well, pow, surprise.
So, McMurray.
Yo.
Not only do you need to make sure you got the last weekend of June off for our trip over to Independence.
Yes.
Is that June? I thought that was.
Yep.
Is that June?
Yep. Last weekend of June. But you also want to see if you can at least get the Saturday off for that would be what, July 10th then?
Yes.
Yeah, July 10th for J3 up here in our parts.
Oh, yeah.
Because there will be much gaming being had.
Yes. That I can try and figure out.
So.
Absolutely.
We'll start on Friday, go through mid-morning Sunday, all day Saturday.
Absolutely. Where am I here?
Hopefully I'll be able to swing at least all day Saturday off. Hopefully.
If not, I mean, what's the worst case? Worst case scenario? You're there at 12:15.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like I've got a 15-hour drive ahead of me for that.
No.
Yikes! Who's doing that?
I did it twice.
Oh, well, there you go.
Because living in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
So I drove a total of about 30 hours to spend about, 24 plus 12 is 36, roughly 40 hours. Yeah, I drove 30 to spend about 40 hours here. So I don't know if that's dedication or idiocy. Or a little of both. Column A, column B, that type of thing.
Potatoes. Yeah. Absolutely.
And if you are able to make it out on Friday, you will be able to take part in the grandiose and great dinner that is my sister-in-law's Italian beef.
There you go.
Yeah, Friday night's typically Italian beef.
It's pretty outstanding.
Yeah, it is good stuff. So, and then Saturday lunch normally entails a absolutely amazing chicken salad. That stuff is good.
This is nuts. I'm trying to feed this stupid thing through here, and I can't. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm trying.
No, it's fine. You're doing your thing. That's what this is all about, right?
This darn spear. Like, so I don't know if you guys can see this. What this is this is an arm that's molded
Yeah.
specifically to take this spear. But this stupid little bracelet thing
Is in the way.
is blocking, the butt end of the spear from going through this arm. Like, this is all the same kit.
Drill it out.
Yep.
Early Warlord. I kind of twisted and knotted on it until you could see where it's bent, though.
Yeah.
So it went through. It was just.
So Matt is watching us vicariously. Not vicariously. He is with us, but not with us. He says, me. Yes, you. Tweeter it. Jay will be tweetering. Reddit gives us tons of views. Twit does nothing for me. Now, the thing with Twitter is you got to build up a posse, as it were, a tribe, as one Henry Hyde calls it.
It's fair.
J3 sounds cool. It is cool. Matt, you need to see your way up this way. Bring Alex. He'd have a blast. Anyway, going to bed. Hang in there, guys. Take care, Matt. And it says,
Bye-bye.
you're painting, so I forgive you for ignoring me. So there you go. No ignoring this time around. Well, I mean, there was for a little bit, for about, 10 minutes. But, hey, whatever. Oh. Anywho.
All right. Let's see. I found myself some auxiliaries I had already built. So here we are.
So the iMac that I'm working on for you, Jay.
Yes.
I need to get a Thunderbolt to Thunderbolt cable and target disk mode it, which basically makes it into a gigantic external hard drive.
Okay.
It'll show up on my computer, which I then potentially can get the data in its secure format over to an external drive.
A Thunderbolt to Thunderbolt cable, huh?
Yep.
That sounds pretty cool.
And they make such a thing?
Yes, you do.
All right. Well,
I just have to go get one. And the problem is, even on Amazon, they're still about $40.
Holy smoly.
Yeah. Yeah, because although there are Thunderbolt to Thunderbolt cables for like $14 or $15, those do not support data transfer. They only support video from a computer to a monitor, because the Thunderbolt connection is the same thing as a mini display port. So there you have it.
Damn. So this is disappointing / rough. Got a bunch of these Romans that God knows where the sprues are now. Right? But a lot of missing arms and that nonsense. That's frustrating. Huh.
Could they have possibly been in a lightsaber battle?
I guess it's always a possibility. Now that you mention it.
I mean, because I've got a great set of rules that you could do that with. Romans versus Jedi.
Romans versus Jedi?
Yeah. I absolutely could play that with Fistful of Lead Galactic Heroes and core rule set.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not doubting that. Yeah.
Because Wily Games Fistful of Lead is just an amazing game. What's that?
Correct. Matt, are you still on here or did you go to sleep, Matt?
He said lull about 4 minutes ago. So if he's already asleep, more power to him.
All right, hang tight. We'll give it a second then. Before I tell you guys something exciting that I found today. It is something exciting in the good Lord scale, though, so you two will be excited.
15?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very good. Very cool.
I am sure Infamy is like your traditional problematic Ancients game where you put a musician with every unit, but it seems like it's probably a good idea to have at least one or two Cornicerns. So
Did you just say Cornish hens?
Yes, you put a small chicken with each unit.
Cornicerns, that's what you call the Romans with whatever the Cornice sounding musical instrument you see here is. I don't know what the hell the musical instrument's called, but the man who carried it called it. There you go.
A what?
Called a Cornicern.
Cornu. Literally translated means horn.
There you go. But yeah.
As in a cornucopia, being a horn of plenty.
There you go. There you go. J. Arnold, folks. Latin translator to the plebs.
And you didn't think that degree was going to do you any good?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, there's that. So I've got a couple Centurion-looking figures. Couple musicians. I don't have an arm for this standard bearer, so that's fun. Or for that musician.
You said you don't have an arm for the standard bearer.
Yeah, I've got an arm that is holding the standard and not an arm for the other side, so I'm gonna have to look for them. I'm sure I have extra arms. I just need to find them. So that's relatively simple enough.
Yeah.
At the very least, they're shield arms, so I should be able to find an arm that will be mostly concealed anyhow.
Right.
I want to say that in Infamy, auxiliary or allied troops will be in groups of 10 for these guys, so I need a few more of these auxiliaries. Well, given that they're Caesarian, they should be not necessarily auxiliaries as much as allied legions. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually were still in groups of 10, or if they were in groups of 8 with slightly lower quality. That'd be a interesting thing. See, this is all stuff I should have asked Rich yesterday or 2 days ago, last weekend, and I didn't. But that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It happens.
I'm sure. Once we're done here, I'll sit down and watch the full they did really good videos for Infamy, and Well, I'm thinking of Infamy with the kind of army overviews because they're set up. The force selection is kind of like a sharp practice chain of command type thing where you've got a basic force and then you select support based on support points off of a list.
Oh, that's cool.
So they've got videos up of what your basic forces look like in most cases. So
Nice.
I'll hop on there and at least get a good idea of what I'm looking at.
Hey Hex, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for hopping on and watching tonight. Sorry for the late notice. Like I said, I was bored and wanted to get some painting done, and McMurray said, "Yeah, I'll hop on with you." So, and then Jay wanted to get some hobbying done, and he hopped on with me. So, welcome, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. How's your how's your Trumpets of Navarone, or whatever the hell it's called, going?
Is it time for trumpets?
Yeah, that's it. For some reason, when I hear that the name, Time for Trumpets, I think of a biblical game for some reason, or Romans versus Judeans, or something like that. And the only thing I can think of is because of
the walls of Jericho falling down type thing.
Exactly. So the only thing I can think of is why I would think that. Stormtrooper uniforms are cool and all. They look cool. But damn it if they're not a bitch to paint because they're all white. Oh well. Hey Jay.
Yes.
Check him out.
Oh, that would be a D7, wouldn't it?
Yes. D7 that had its warp missile broken off as I was removing supports.
Why would you do that? Are you curing before removing supports again?
No, I didn't.
I've done that before.
I did not cure before removing supports. It's just really fiddly, and I think I had a couple of too many supports on it.
I've done that. That helped me with some of these guys to keep the wings from warping on me.
Yeah.
Some epic stuff.
Cool.
Especially the tail of this Marauder. But, yeah. I managed to get a Thunderhawk in epic scale to print. That was pretty wild. Did not expect that to work at all. Quite pleasantly surprised when I came up and saw that sitting there after 14 hours.
Yeah. As soon as Tuesday rolls around and I've got that filament, we're gonna get going on those two test pieces again on the FDM printer.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool. Printing what out?
We're printing out cavern things that they're little tiles that look like caves, because my nephew Joey feels that the rats need a place to fight the humans in that aren't on the streets.
Makes sense. Caves like a good spot for that.
He's not wrong. So Jay found some what looks to be pretty cool cave tiles that can be arranged, however, using snap lock connectors. And I'm testing 2 to see how they work. I've got another file ready to go that's got 16, one of each of the first 16 tiles in that bundle, Jay.
Okay.
It's going to take 53 hours to print.
I'm about to say the nice thing is with big stuff like that, as long as you're not worried about it, fritzing on you. I mean, just come back in a couple of days.
Yep.
I had a buddy that used to do that. He wound up with something kind of like you, where he's got a big build plate, and he'd just fill it up with stuff. And yeah, it took a while, but he's like, I can do this, or I can set it to print one at a time and have to come back every 8 to 10 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
So instead, he said, screw it, and just said, I'll see you in a couple days, printer. And that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
It worked out. I mean, yeah, so that was cool. It's a nice way to do it.
Yeah.
No. Anywho. For what a tanker, Jay?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a couple of upgraded M4s that we can use if we want.
Yeah.
Instead of just a M4 A2s or whatever, the base models we've got.
Mm-hmm.
These, I think, are M4 A3s with the 76 millimeter gun on them.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you wanted to go that route, we could.
Okay.
Entirely up to you.
Either way. Yeah, I think that the Americans in that scenario have a real challenge on their hands if the German players play like the Germans actually use Stugs, which was take a shot, displace, move to another prepared position, take a shot, displace, go to a third position, take a shot, displace, possibly go back to the original position.
Yeah. Also working on this bad boy.
Nice. That'll put the hurt on something.
Yep.
You print that?
No. It came in the tanks game from Gale Force 9 that Matt gave me.
Oh, okay. The Jagdpanther?
Yeah.
Yep. Is that one of the plastic models? One of the
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Their plastic models aren't too bad, to be honest.
They're not. They are not.
So,
They kind of remind me of those, and the Zvezda ones are pretty similar.
yeah.
Not too many pieces go together half decently well.
Yep. So, OG is with us. How you doing, Devin? Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, that's right. Happy birthday, Devin. That being said, both of those companies, the Zvezda ones and the Battlefront ones, are worlds ahead of the Plastic Soldier Company tanks in 15 mil, which I cannot recommend against enough. Get the Zvezda stuff, folks.
I like the PSC Panzer 3s and Panzer 4s.
Yeah,
I like
those are nice.
Do those have one-piece track units, or do they have the three-piece track units?
Single piece, if I recall.
There you go. Yeah. There's a lot. Their newer kits are like that. There's a lot of their older kits where they're, one piece that goes onto the tank that's got all the road wheels. Then you've got one or two track sections, and it's just, I'm doing this in 15 millimeter. So A, no one can tell the difference. B, these look like crap. And C, this is a giant pain. They sell, I kid you not, they sell an upgrade kit
Yeah.
for their T-34s.
Yeah, single track
Even
upgrade
they
kit,
know
yeah.
that it's garbage. And it's one of those, that's just dumb. Come on. Like, don't do that to your, like, people are buying it.
Go ahead and just put the single track upgrade kit into the original kit now.
Well, that's like their oldest sculpt anyways. It's one of those, why don't you, instead of releasing stuff like random crap where they do a one-off and then they're like, that didn't sell very well, just maybe resculpt that.
Yeah.
Since that's one of your primary models. And it's also one that's renowned for being shitty because of that.
Right.
Their World War II infantry, their Russian infantry in 28 is god-awful. I got a box of those from Matt. Those are terrible. And I remember, I've got my fair share of Plastic Soldier Company miniatures. Their German tanks, their Panthers and Tigers aren't the worst to put together, but they're far from fun to put together. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're nothing like, I've got a couple Zvezda KVs and stuff like that you almost don't need glue on. They just are like snap fit.
Right.
But yeah, their World War II infantry is pretty substantial.
Not stellar.
Yeah, it's just like some kits, it's 5 of the same sprues or whatever, or 8 of the same sprues. And so it just turns into every single one of these guys looks the same. And there's a medic and there's 2 or 3, officers / a female medic and stuff on each sprue. So there's, out of each sprue, there's several models that you need one of in the box, and you just wind up with a ton of them. And it's one of those, what am I going to use all these for? Not to mention every sculpt is the same. It's just
right.
It's, come on. Like, again, I realize this was an early thing. I get that. But, you read where people are like, yeah, I saw this. It was a really good price, so I bought it. What the hell am I supposed to do now? It's one of those, yeah, that's how that works, bud. Sorry. Which, again, you get that, and it's kind of one of those. It's like the Warlord thing where, yes, is it cheap? Yes, that's awesome. Might it get somebody into the hobby? Maybe. But
If
then
they
when
don't get so angry with it that they
they buy it. It's like, this sucks. I'm not doing this. Then all of a sudden it's crap. Now what's the total gain we've got here? But anyways, yeah. So back to the land of positive stuff. These auxiliaries are going together wonderfully.
Nice. So I guess I need to do some research to see how a Jagdpanther would have been painted at the time.
Are you going for like Eastern Front or Western Front?
I need to see if these things were in the south of France opposing Operation Dragoon.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Jay's got a good point. They were in the north of France. You can find, examples of that.
Yeah.
One cool paint job that I've done on a number of things and enjoy, and it looks kind of cool. Hold on.
Is that octopus thing?
Octopus is fun, but it can be kind of a pain. I was going to say this really simple ambush camo.
Oh yeah.
Like you block it out, and then,
dot spot it.
Yeah, and on the green and red, or dunkelgrün and rotgelb, if you want to get after it, you do the dots of whatchamacallit of dunkelgelb, and then you put opposite color. I mean, it's simple. It's relatively easy to do. You're just putting dots on. If you want to get really particular, which you don't need to in 15 millimeter because you shouldn't be able to see it anyways. Most of them were like weird rounded circle shapes.
Yeah.
Slash the dots were like the inside of circle shape. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you cut out the weird shapes that are in here between the bases.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they looked like, but you don't need to do that. Also, again, you find pictures of that because propaganda units went and took pictures of the ones that were painted really, really well.
Right.
Because it's hard to find pictures. Occasionally you find the pictures of, where you can see where little Heinz got angry and was like, fine, I'll paint the tank. But it's going to look like crap, though.
Right, yeah.
And those are the fun ones, again, where you see like my favorite is one where it's 251 that's been whitewashed, and down the side you can see where somebody just took a sprayer of white and went. It's just weird, like squiggly circles down the side of it. Like,
yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, I'll do it, but
yeah,
I'm not going to do it. Good job.
That half track was painted at 455. All right.
On a Friday.
Yeah, like there we go. There we go. We forgot that one was back there.
We're supposed to have exactly 53 bolts used in this vehicle. I've got 7 left over. I'm going to chuck them in there. There's 53 bolts in there.
Yeah. Yeah. But so, I mean, ultimately it also just turns up to, well, what do you want to paint them like?
Right.
So. It says here on the Wikipedia.
There you go.
In the West, they were encountered in very small numbers late in the Battle of Normandy. Blah, 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 blah. Later, significant numbers were concentrated in the West for the Ardennes offensive.
Okay.
So there you go.
Battle of the Bulge. All right. Or I'll just leave it black and say the hell with it.
Sure.
It'll be a Black Panther. I
see what you did there.
You should be ashamed.
Jesus does not approve. I was a guy who made a list of Pink Panthers.
Yeah.
So you're not doing too bad there.
No.
That being said, the other nice thing, Octopus is really easy to do in 15 millimeter because you really don't need to dot the dots of green.
Right.
Where the hell is my Octopus painted tank? That's not it. That's just an African tiger. Again, long scale. I know. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, there it is. There's the Octopus King Tiger.
My computer's not behaving, so I'm going to restart.
All right. Well, I'm going to be bounding out here pretty soon anyway.
You got a replacement barrel on his King Tiger. Look at that.
Let's see. Hex wanted me to hold up the Yak Panther again.
There you go.
There, let me put it on the big screen.
My trackpad is not working.
Oh, that's no good.
I mean, I can move the cursor around, but I'm pressing on the
no
thing.
clicky.
Doing good.
Oh. There you go, Hex.
Yeah.
I like that, NotJay. It looks really good, buddy.
Dunkelgelb. Well. Can't go wrong with straight Dunkelgelb.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then just put on however you want to. I mean, again, kind of like the Soviets, at certain points in the war, the Germans also just reverted to, okay, this percentage of the tank needs to have this color on it. This percentage of the tank needs to have this color on it.
Right.
And there you go. Because they were all camouflaged at the battalion level. So, very rarely did the Krauts send stuff out from the factory camouflaged. It happened, but most of the camouflage, especially with the absurd amount of, maintenance and replacement parts that had to go in. Balls, I just dropped a head. Especially with the absurd number of replacement parts and everything and maintenance that had to happen to German vehicles, especially the big ones, like a Jagd Panther, where it's like, oh man, this engine's already underpowered and catches fire. Let's add a bunch more armor and a big friggin' gun to it.
Yep.
Now it's really underpowered and the engine really catches fire.
Because why not?
I don't remember if it was the Jagd Panther or what, but whichever one of them, it might have been a Jagd Tiger. I don't remember. Point is, you watch Nick Moran talk about these, and he's reading archive, accounts and letters and everything, and journal entries, and he's talking about these German vehicles suffering, being attrited, not from, long distance or anything like that, but from trying to go uphill to get into a firing position. And that's what knocked him out. It's like, that's so awkward.
Yeah.
Oh man. Like, well, how many of your vehicles are in maintenance right now? 7. Okay. Well, what are the mileage on them? Oh, see, what had happened was, we were trying to go up a hill to get onto the ridge to get to our prepared positions, and
we stopped.
All of a sudden, we smelled smoke and the engine stopped. And then we looked out the back hatch and it was on fire. So, yeah. Oops.
Yep.
We may have screwed up.
Anywho. Well, I am going to go ahead and call it a night. Got to get ready and go into work tomorrow morning. Blech.
There you go.
We do what we do, though, right?
So, we do what we do so we can make money to buy models to continue the addiction.
Exactly. So, McMurray, thanks for hopping on with me this evening. It would have been a really, 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 really boring first, 30 minutes before my brother showed up. So it's appreciated.
Now it's just one, really.
What's that?
Now it's just one, really.
Yeah. So, but thank you for showing up. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do this more again, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all take care. Have a good night. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.